Hi everyone. So the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship is open, and today I'll just show you what the website looks like so you know how to navigate through it for you to do your application. So this is the website. I'll also drop the link in my description box. So the first thing I advise you to do is to check if your country is part of the eligible countries, because you don't want to spend a lot of time working on an application to find out that you are not eligible for it. So when you see the eligible countries, you have Bangladesh, just scroll down through the website, you find the list of countries eligible. If you find your country there, wow, awesome, congratulations. The next thing I advise you do is to check if you as a person you're eligible. So you go to the candidate eligibility, and then it's listed on the website on the kind of candidate that they are looking for. So it must be a citizen, an eligible Commonwealth country, or British protected, must be permanently resident in a Commonwealth country. So just scroll down to the website to read every information that they want from you as a candidate. Then you have to now check the kind of university and the courses that are eligible, because not all universities and courses are eligible for the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship. So when you click through here, it's like it says a lot of things. Just go to this place to see the Commonwealth eligible countries. Yes, so I'm going to open that now. And then the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship has like 6 development teams. So each of the team, you find courses listed among them. So the first one we have here is the team on access, inclusion, and opportunity. So you go through the university and the courses listed there to check if any of the courses interest you. And the thing I like about the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship is that you don't just have to apply to one school and one course alone. So you can check across different teams to check whatever interests you, and then you make separate applications for each of them. So go to the next team again, which is promoting global prosperity. And then you scroll through the website, you can see a lot of courses at university, Bangor, and kind of courses. If you find any course that interests you here, so just take note of that. Then again, you check for the science and technology for development team. When you scroll down, you can find a lot of courses and university listed there. Then again, you find anything that interests you, take note of that. Then go to the strengthening global peace, security and governance team. So when you scroll through down it, you find a lot of courses too and universities. Check if there's any that you like there. And then strengthening health system and capacity, scroll down again. So there are university and different courses there. So if there's anything that aligns with whatever you want to do, take note of that. And then the next thing, which is strengthening resilience and responses to crisis, you can also see a lot of university there and the courses. So that's just basically how to choose your courses and university. So after taking note of this team, come back again to the website and then check how to apply. So the application is run through the online application system. So just open it, then check what is there. So this is what the application site looks like. So for it to allow you to scroll, it wants to know your nationality first to check if you're eligible. So go and find your nationality. So let me just say Ghana, for instance, is my nationality. Then continue. So if you are a new user, it wants you to like create an email. If you're a returning user, it wants you to just input. So maybe in case you're working on the application, you can always come back to it, or you don't have to do it as a stretch. So let me just say I'm a new user. So test application at gmail.com. That is com. And then my password. So just create a password. Confirm password. So it's the same password again. Then submit. Oh, okay. Say the password must contain special characters. Okay, so let me just work on that. And change the password here. Okay. I hope you find this video helpful. Yeah. Okay. So if told you that the application ends by 13 December 2022. Yeah, so you have to continue. So before you continue, you have to select the team. Remember, you have gone through all the team and the courses that you want. So for instance, maybe I'll find a course under access, inclusion, and opportunity. So what's the course I want to apply for? So let me say I want to do MS Research Anthropology. So I pick that and then next. So it has generated your candidate ID, It's asking you if this email you registered is correct, so that's the email you're receiving communication from. You can save progress if you want to stop and come back again later. But if you want to continue with the application straight up, so you just click next. And then when you click next, it's asking you what's your title. So let's say Mr. and Mrs. whatever for yourself, identify yourself with as a title, and then your name. So let me just keep Precious, for instance, and then my surname again, just Precious, because I've done an application before. And it's asking for your mobile number, but that's not compulsory, your address. So let me just say number 1, SYZ Ghana or something. Just put in your real address, and then it's asking you for your country. So your country, just put whatever country you belong to, your city, let's say Kumasi. Yeah, this my laptop keeps logging in and out. That's asking again your country here. So just be consistent. Just list your country there. So Ghana, look for Ghana again. Okay. Yes, and then that's my email. It's asking if your address is different. So you have to like put another address there. Again, it's asking you a question to find out your nationality, to know if you are actually eligible for the scholarship or not. Do you have, if you have other nationality, maybe you are a dual citizen of different country, you fill it there, your date of birth. I'll just post today. I just fill today. It's my date of birth. So fill your date of birth. So what's your gender? Put it there. And then next, asking if you want to save. So this is the next step. This, if yes, in country of residence, trying to get information, always read the tab there. So let's say I've been in that country for 20 years. Ethnicity, it's not compulsory that you have to write that. Religion, marital status, those are not compulsory. They just want to get information. So you can tick these or leave them if you don't want to. So are you currently registered? Like, are you currently in school or not? If you are not currently in school, so next, you can be saving progress along the way. So it's asking you, like your because it requires that you already have like an undergraduate certificate. So what institution did you attend? So just pick whatever institution. So this is a demo video of just right. So the country, again, is asking to get this basic information from you. Okay, so Ghana already. So let me just continue with Ghana. So what did you study in your undergrad? So maybe you study music. so subject, BSc music, something. So which year and month you attended from? So the month, maybe whatever month and year, and put 1,000 or something to month. This is just a demo video. Just say 2017 or something. So what was the qualification you were awarded? It's asking you that. So you feel that, was it a BM, BSc, what? So you have a lot of options there. So you pick the qualification that you yourself you have. Let me just say BTech, class of award. Are you like a first class, a 2-1, a 2-2, a pass, a merit, distinction, whatever? So pick the one that says on your certificate, date of award, just put there. I had a second university. So if you have more than one, so because some people already have masters again and they're still applying, so you can add that. So I'll just leave that. So whatever your qualification is, you add that there, and then the months that you are awarded a certificate, you fill it there. So university education. So if this place is like, if you have studied at any university outside of your home country, so explain how this was funded, how you received, how this one is different from the one you have in your country. But if you've never studied outside of your country, you can leave that blank and continue with your application. It has no effect on your outcome. So I think I did feel something. Oh, months. I went to 19, so now just go back with 10. Okay, and then continue again. So if you have publications, you can list them that, but it's not compulsory. There are people that have gotten the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship and they've never done any publication before. So it's not compulsory to have, but if you have publication, maybe you will publish on a blog, in newspapers, something website, you can just list that. Then academic distinction and prizes. So maybe you've won something during your undergraduate day, or maybe you've gotten an award somewhere. So just write it award for best singer or something. So just list the award or something there if you have any. Okay, so are you currently employed? So give them. So where are you currently employed? So let me just say I'm employed in the private sector. What area are you employed? So it's giving you a list of options. But if you find out that there's no option here that suits your area, so you can just go for other, then other area details. So, but then if you have like an option, your option listed there, so you can just fit that in. And then asking you for employment, up to 5 employment. So your employer's name. So I'll just fill what's your job title. Just fill your job title there. Sorry about this thing, my laptop keep popping up. So maybe 2000 and whatever to what dates you were employed on that particular job. Take note of that. What country were you employed in? So just fill in all the necessary details. I just want to know more about you. So just write out these details there. So Ghana again. So your main responsibility, what were you doing? So maybe responsible for engaging customers or whatever. And then add a second employment. So if you're employed in more than one place, you can list that there. But if you don't have a second employment, say no and continue with your application. So references, so yes. So if you are shortlisted, they'll require that at least 2 references write about you. So be careful here. You don't want to because once you fill in these people's name, it's difficult to go and change it. So verify with these people before choosing them as a reference so they're aware that at a later day, you're going to get reference later from there. So, and for references, you can choose academic references, you can choose professional references. I think you have 3 choices to make. So it could be one like a friend, academic, professional, or you can use 2 academic or 3 academic, 3 depending on what you want. But what I want, at least 2 of these people out of the 3 people you're going to list here should send you a reference. So write their name of people, just their job title, their email. Please email again. What's the kind of relationship you have with these people? So professional. Don't use your family member as your reference. So reference 2 again, job title, email address, the relationship to you, the again, full name of the person, the job title of the person, the email address of the person, and the relationship to you. You can save progress unless, an email address is supposed to have. So just a demo video. Make sure you write email address correctly. I've applied before, so don't want to use. It's just to show you how to go about the application process. So fill in the details correctly when making your own application. Okay. All right, then next. Oh, I didn't put it out here again. Okay. Oh, so if you have any questions, leave them at the comment section. I'll respond to you. If I haven't those. Oh. Okay, didn't match. So you see, so if you make any mistake, the website like keeps telling you, so you have to be careful here so you don't miss people's email. Yes, so if you've already applied to this university you've identified, so and you already have like the application number, so you can list that there. But that's not compulsory because even now at the University of Bristol, when I submitted my CSC before I went to apply to university. So I didn't even have like the university number. So just try to meet up with the deadline. But it's good if you can apply side by side, like your admission and together. So if you don't have that, just leave it blank. It's not going to have any effect on your application. So you have to know also about the sustainable development goals. Like, so it's going to ask you like this theme you selected and this course, what kind of theme is it related to? So just fix it. The second one that is closest to you to think that is related to like that. So just list them down there. Now, so this is the time to answer the question. So I'll make a separate video on like the question essays. So this is just to how to navigate through the website so that the video does not become too long. So the first question is asking you, so read it. It's saying Commonwealth Scholarship are funded by the Commonwealth Scholarship in the UK, by the UK Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office. So an important selection criteria is the potential contribution that you will make to international development if you are awarded a scholarship. So provide a development impact statement in 4-part essay. So the first question is asking you how your proposed study relates to a development issues at the global, national, and local level. So how development issues connected to your choosing CST team and the wider sector. So remember that you have already picked a course under the team. So this is the part that you now have to explain how whatever you have chosen is related to that team and then the problem. So we'll do a separate video on that. So the maximum words you can write is 200. So take note of that. And then the next question is now, how do you intend to apply your new skills and qualification when you return back home? Because they're funding you for you to be a solution provider to the problem in your home country. So you have to explain how you're going to apply your new knowledge and skills when you return back to your country. So then again, the maximum word there is 100 words. And then the third one is what you expect will change in development term following your studies, including the outcome that you hope to achieve, the time frame for the implementation, and who the beneficiaries will be. Here you have 250 words to write. Okay, and then the fourth question is asking you how the impact of your work will be measured. So again, figure that out, then continue. So proposed study in the UK is asking you to provide a short outline of your proposed research and study. So this should be written for an audience that does not have any prior knowledge of the subject and must not be overly technical. So any abbreviation or specialist term must be explained. So this is not telling, they're asking you to tell them about your course. So you don't want to write like in academic jargons because the person that might read the application might not be someone in your field. So you have to write that even someone who is not in your field, when they read this thing, they can understand. So this is what it's asking you here. So the outline, 125 words, you have to write on that. And then the next one is telling you to provide a detailed plan of your proposed study. So the selection panel will want to understand why you have selected your course and university. So describe clearly why you are choosing your proposed course and university and why you want to undertake this course in the UK, because you can decide to study this course somewhere else. So what is it that you're looking for in the course and how your choosing course relates to your objective. So any dissertation topic that you have in mind. So this is why you're going to explain that. And the maximum words you can write here is 300 words. So, and then again, the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, like, is a lot of questions. So you just have to be patient, like, and take your time to answer them properly. So now this section is on your career plan. So it's asking you that the selection panel, they want to understand how your proposed study will assist you in your career. So you have to describe the skills that you expect to gain from this scholarship and your career plans once you return back home after the scholarship. So you have to list like the objective during the award. Explain that there. So your career plan in the 5 years. So after 5 years of you graduating from your course, so what's your plan? So explain that the maximum words is 250 words. And then again, it's asking you your long-term career plan. So post 5 years, what is your career plan? And the maximum words you can write is 250 words. Excuse me. Okay, so now this section is for personal statement. And then it's asking you to summarize the ways in which your personal background has encouraged you to want to make an impact in your home country. So it should indicate area in which you have already contributed, such as having overcome any personal or community barriers to higher education. So you explain that there. And the maximum words you can write here is 500 words. Then it's asking you if you have voluntary and leadership experience. So summarize the ways in which you have engaged in voluntary activities and the opportunities you have had to demonstrate leadership. So yeah, you have 500 words to write about your voluntary and leadership experience. So continue. Then here you have to attach like documents, asking you to attach your passport, your transcript. So if you've not gotten your transcript, try and get a transcript, your degree certificate. So you can get your degree certificates. You're going to upload them there. Okay, and then checklist and confirmation. So how did you find out about the scholarship? So you tell them how you find out about the scholarship. If it's through social media website, wherever, just click that, or other, just click that and state it there. So if it's through an alumni or a fellow, you can click more than one option. So if you're watching this video, so at least you heard from a current or former Commonwealth Scholar or fellow. So what sources did you use to find out about the scholarship? So after hearing about it, how did you find out? So if you still use a current fellow, you can list that. You can tick as many options. This doesn't have any effect on your application. So now this is like the time to submit. So it's asking you general questions. Yeah, you have read and understand the general conditions. So click here to read that. You must acknowledge that you've done that. You're a Commonwealth citizen. Then again, you put your country to show that you're eligible for it. So at this time of application, you're not supposed to be living or studying in a developed country already. So tick that, study developed country. For the past 1 year, asking to know that you are not supposed to have lived or studied or worked in a developed country for the past 1 year. And then fund. So if you are financially buoyant, you shouldn't be applying for the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship. So this is for people who cannot afford to study in the UK. So you have to acknowledge that you're unable to afford to study in the UK without this scholarship. And post-award, you have to note that you return to your country of permanent residence to seek employment or to work as soon as the award ends. You have to that's the terms and conditions. So you're confirming that all information are to the best of your knowledge true. So you confirm that all information is true. You have to click that, and then the date you'll be submitting your application is the date. You don't have to rush, like you can submit close to the deadline. What matters is quality, not by being first. Nobody cares if you're the first or the last to submit, is how relevant your essay is. So, and then next. So, whoops. So don't click next, because once you submit, you've submitted. So it's telling me that I have submitted, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So you don't want to do that. So make sure that you have everything and just like note all the questions. When you feel it, you can submit. But then I think again, like even though you've submitted an application, you want to make a correction. Yes, you can like go back again and restart the process. So your latest one is the one they're going to take for the application. So I wish you the best in your application and success to your outcome. So I'm going to do more video on how to answer the application question. Thank you so much.